You're sure the audio? Computer. Okay. My name is Pat, and I was so inspired by my friends who moved to the US from other countries that I decided to study Chinese and move to China at the age of 31. What was supposed to be 1 year turned into almost 7 years. The people, food, and culture changed my life forever. Now that I'm back in my hometown of San Jose, I'm on a mission to bridge my two worlds. Chinese food is the most misunderstood food in the US, and with the help of my friends from China, we are going to teach a wide range of homemade Chinese recipes to local Silicon Valley leaders, not just from tech and business, but from nonprofits, the arts, and government. In Cooking with Your Heart's Delight, we'll learn about Chinese food and culture, Silicon Valley, and each other, live, remotely, and over drinks. Ganbei. Welcome to episode number 1 of Cooking with Your Heart's Delight. I'm your host, Pat Tejans, and this is going to be an adventure. Actually, we have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is a complete experiment. We have our first guests who are extremely brave with us today. We have Kendrick and Helen to my right, and we have Mike and Lisa to my left. And team number 1 is going to be teaching team number 2 how to cook Chinese food. And today we're doing a little meet and greet and a little social distancing meet and greet. So one of my motivations in doing this show is that I was amazed by the diversity in Chinese food that I found in China. And coming back to the US, I realized that most Americans, they think of Chinese food in terms of American style Chinese food. So I guess for Kendrick, because he's really a food expert. He's an amazing cook and definitely a foodie. What are just a couple things that you would like any member in our audience to know who maybe they've only tried like Panda Express or like Mr. Chow's Chinese food or whatever? What are just two things off the top of your head that you wish people who are not familiar with Chinese food would know about real Chinese food?
To begin, I love Panda Express. For the low price of $9.99, you can get yourself a family meal, 2 entrees, 1 side dish, 1 egg roll. Anyhow, so in reality, the thing is, I think when it comes to Chinese food, like you said, most people realize that they tend to know some of the classic dishes, such as General Tso's chicken or orange chicken at Panda. But if you think about it, when the Chinese immigrants, when they first came here, they weren't really given with a lot of resources when it comes to making those dishes. So I think it was really limited to that extent to what they had access to. So it was pretty obvious that given that chicken was a very low cost option and you have other ingredients available, those dishes would become known as the Chinese dishes over here. But in reality, there are hundreds of thousands of dishes that you find in China, across China. And they're all very diverse based on ingredients, flavor, taste, and everything. It's like Helen, she's from the province of Guizhou.
Yes.
And they're accustomed to eating spicy food, which is the same as Sichuan province. As for Taiwan, we're more accustomed to eating sweet and savory, and which she's not.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
When you first came to the U.S., what was like about 6 years ago? What did you think of like the American interpretation of Chinese food that you found here? What was your first impression?
So I have to say, I do believe there's actually 2 histories. There's a history of Chinese food, and there's a history of American Chinese food. And I know, 2 intertwine somehow, right, or incorporate each other. But I do understand that the American Chinese food is not really representative of real Chinese food. It would take some time, right, for local people to embrace it. I do think Americans are ready for authentic Chinese food. Now we have more immigrants coming from all over China, so we're ready to introduce all the food.
Okay, so now we're going to talk to our second team, Mike and Lisa. And I thought of you guys because you told me the story about how your family traveled to Spain. And I know you like to do a lot of traveling around the world. You're a very adventurous family. You like to cook a lot of different types
Wait,
of
we went to
food.
Spain? I didn't go to Spain. Who'd you go to Spain with?
Oh, tell us a little bit about that experience and why it was so memorable for you.
So last year we had our 20-year wedding anniversary, and we love food. So we decided, as one of the things to make it more fun and kind of a team building thing for our family, and to get more rooted into the Spanish culture, we thought it would be fun to take a paella class. And so
What city was it in?
Malaga.
Malaga.
It's in Malaga in the southern part of Spain. And we went shopping. We had they were called, I think, Spanish Sherpas, right? Was the name of the outfit. And they took us shopping. They showed us all the different ingredients prior and everything. And so, you know, I'm not sure if the girls were too bored, but once we got into the cooking, they had a blast.
They loved it.
I mean, they really loved it. And I felt like it just gave them more of a rooting to our trip and with the experience versus then just having the food appear before you, you know?
Yeah.
So
to know where it comes from.
Yeah.
And feel like a connection with the food.
yeah, we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So we're super lucky to have both of you as our first victims for the show.
Well, we're kind of a big deal, so it's
Okay.
Yeah. It's,
No, but actually, Mike, so you work for Apple, you're a director at Apple, and you've had a lot of different roles there with,
I have.
with the Apple. And
The Apple.
when I first met you, actually you were just in the process of opening Apple stores throughout China, right?
we had just opened up the Chengdu store. So the first time I had met you, I had literally just come back from the city you were living in.
And I was kind of blown away that you even knew about the city of Chengdu. You knew kind of a lot about it, right?
Yeah, I did.
So was that your first Apple store in China?
No. Let's see. What
Tell
would be?
all the cities you've been to. You've been to quite a few places.
Yeah, I
Let's see
mean.
how your memory is for all
Yes.
this.
So Chengdu, Chongqing, obviously Shanghai, Dongwon, Shenzhen. Then I guess Macau would be included there, and apparently they have casinos in Macau. I had no idea.
And I was not invited.
Yeah. And then also about 4 stores in Hong Kong as well. So
Wow.
bounced around. I think at the time in Shanghai, it was about 5 stores in Shanghai.
What kinds of impressions were you left with about China?
I think one of the really interesting things was the passion around the brand. It's pretty awesome to see how well the Apple brand was accepted and how excited the community was that we were actually bringing an Apple store to the community. So it was really awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, any advice for the kids who want to be a director at Apple? What should they do? I wasn't planning on asking that, but
apparently you put me on the spot there. Go to school.
okay.
Go to school, be creative, and most importantly, bring your best self to work each and every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So I just want to give a toast, and thank you for being brave. Thank you for agreeing to be the guinea pigs in our first
Cheers.
show. Cheers. Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Your Heart's Delight. This is our very first premiere show. And as we said, this is a complete experiment, so we're so happy to see many of you here, especially in these COVID times. We need to find ways to entertain each other, right? So feel free to say hello in the comments section and let us know where you're watching from. I know we have people tuning in locally, not just in San Francisco, San Jose, but all up and down the peninsula, and also some people watching in Seattle, Chicago, Michigan, Colorado, and DC. We're trying this out for the first time, so we'll be making adjustments as we go. So stay tuned for future shows. Just a reminder that we're interacting through our devices, so sometimes it might be difficult to hear one another. But feel free to ask comments, ask questions, make comments in the live stream, and we'll do our best to get to your questions. I'll be your host, meaning I'm not actually cooking, but I'll be popping in and out to interact with our guests and keep things moving along. Now, what we've all been waiting for, I'm going to turn it over to our stars of the show, Helen and Kendrick on team 1 and Mike and Lisa on team 2. Let's get them in here. How you all feeling? Great.
Wait, are we live? Can people see us?
Yeah, people can see you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right on. Welcome. How are you guys feeling today?
It's gonna be very surprising.
We're ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll. I have total confidence in you guys. And I know, Kendrick, you're going to be leading the way with your expert chef skills. So I'm going to pop out of the screen and look at the comments from our audience. And best of luck to you. Thank you so much for being our first guest on this total experiment.
All right.
Woohoo. Go, Kendrick.
It's on you, buddy. You got this.
I'll try to do my best. All right. Today we'll be making three things. Given that it's summer, it's hot, it's San Jose, like, just want to cool down. So we prepare something a little special for you. That's a little on the nice, cool, refreshing side. So first dish, we're talking about palmita cold noodle. The second dish is actually called Shandong style pan-pork chicken. And the third is actually a condiment. It's chili oil.
Which,
chili oil?
yeah, I mean, chili oil is just, you can use it for anything, like for a foodie like me, and for someone who is just like always eat spicy food, always choose spicy food over anything else. You can like add it to anything. I even add chili oil to my salad. I'm not kidding.
Well, the only thing she hasn't done it to is like dessert. So yeah, that's coming soon.
I know. Okay, so should we start? Also, you guys all watched that video. Basically, we met with Lisa and Mike beforehand, so we can share some ingredients, and for the interest of time, we can't show everything. So we're gonna show the core of how to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll be weaving in and out. So follow us closely and let's begin.
Let's begin. Okay, Lisa and Mike, are you ready?
We're ready. All right.
Kendrick, take it easy. Take it easy on me. This is my first time doing this, so take it
Oh
easy.
no, I'm gonna go rough on you, man.
Yeah.
All right. First,
All right. I'm gonna.
chicken I asked you to marinate.
Okay, so we're gonna show here. This is the chicken, because
Awesome.
yeah, it takes time to marinate chicken, so we did it beforehand.
We did a day in advance. So
Yeah.
what we did was we went to the market and took those 2 pieces of skin-on boneless chicken thighs. And then we marinated the chicken in a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine
Yeah, we
and
went
a
through probably.
teaspoon of soy sauce.
Okay, so this is Shaoxing wine, which is kind of a essential sauce for almost all like meat, right? Like if we cook meat, like Chinese food, we always marinate it in Shaoxing oil, Shaoxing wine. Sorry. So you can get this like any ingredient, basically.
It's like guaranteed to be there
Yeah.
on the shelf for you. And just so that you know, it is Shaoxing wine,
Yeah.
aka yellow wine.
Kendrick, I have my own wine just in case. Just in case I needed to go to that. Just in case. So that's
Right.
just for backup.
Okay, let's bring it to the pot.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show everyone what to do with the
First, you're going to want to bring the stovetop to medium heat. Here's a frying pan. There is absolutely no need for you to add any additional oil. And the reason why is because we have skin on chicken thigh and it's really fatty right underneath. Are you ready?
okay.
Okay.
Do we need any oil in the pan?
No, none.
Okay.
So, hold on. So for the chicken, you want it to be skin side down first. Ooh, hear the sizzle.
I love it. That's always the sound of delicious food.
And you're gonna sear it for about 2 minutes and then flip it over and sear for another 2 minutes.
We got to crank up our heat.
I'm missing my sizzle. Should I think?
We're cranking up the heat. We're cranking it up.
Do you hear that sizzle?
Ooh, that sounds a little artificial, man.
Oh, maybe.
So,
There it goes. We've got some sizzle now.
Yeah. So this is a very interesting process. The reason why we're searing it beforehand for that short period of time is not for the purpose of cooking it, but rather so that the outer skin, the flesh, and the skin, they're cooked a little bit to seal juice inside the meat. Ooh, it smells.
It smells good. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah.
You're passing the sniff test. I like it. You're starting off. You're starting off well.
How's that chicken going for you?
Oh, that smells fantastic.
And just so people know, you said 1 teaspoon of no, not 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing yuan.
Okay, tablespoon.
Hey guys, I just want to jump in real quick as the host, and Kendrick and Helen, I think that one of your mics has some buzz feedback coming in. I think it's Kendrick and Helen's mic.
Okay,
One of your devices should be all the way off.
It let me check. I'm pretty sure it is off, but
All right.
You sure it's not the chicken sizzling, Pat?
Well, no, I can hear. Actually, I can hear your chicken sizzling, Mike.
I'm a great chicken sizzler guy.
Yeah.
you got to turn it down. I think I had it on turned on.
Yeah, the buzz sound is gone with the mute mic.
Actually, I minored in sizzling chicken. It's kind of not a lot of people know that, so it's just kind of out in the open now.
Wow. Okay, you can cut me out, yeah.
So I'm turning the chicken now. Kendrick? All right, I can't hear him, but I'm going to turn the chicken. It looks like he's turning the chicken.
You want to show the camera?
Ooh, no, it's like hot. I want to burn my hand. All right, so I can't hear Kendrick at all, so it's kind of like a real TV show where they're not interacting back with me, so I'm going to wing it.
Yeah, we have to unmute one of the cameras for Kendrick and Helen.
Yeah.
And
I can't read lips, Kendrick, but it's cool.
We have a question from the audience. What is the chicken marinated in? Anyone want to tackle that one?
okay, yeah. Kendrick, can you try to explain it again?
The chicken's marinated in 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing yuan and 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Hey, Mike, how's that chicken going?
It's fantastic. I could have answered the marinade question, but I just figured I'd let you do it since you're kind of the star. You're kind of the star of the show.
Ooh, you're the expert now.
Yeah.
And maybe we want to explain it a little bit, why Shaoxing wine is called Shaoxing wine. Maybe you guessed it, Mike. So Shaoxing is actually a place in China, and they're just famous for this wine. It was originated from there, and now it's more than, it's more than a place. It's basically a part of the brand. If you take Shaoxing out of that wine, like nobody knows what you're talking about.
All right. And now we have closed the chicken. We're going to bring the chicken to a container that can be steamed. But in your case, Mike and Lisa, since you don't have a steamer, one way to go about this is just to sear the chicken until it's cooked. And that's going to be it for you guys on the chicken part.
All right, I can do that.
And then this is going to be for people with a steamer. We're going to move back to the station.
Okay.
He's taking it to the steamer.
So
Okay.
typically, this dish is actually made by frying the chicken first, as opposed to pan frying it. The reason why we're pan frying the chicken is because it's healthier and requires less oil. So typically, this is done after the frying or pan frying process. So you're going to take the chicken out from the pan and put it into a container where you can put into a steamer. So you just put the 2 pieces of chicken inside a glass container over here.
Ooh, looks so good. Okay, look. It does smell so good to have that.
Yeah.
That looks
And
good,
now-
Kendrick. Kendrick and Ken looks amazing.
And for people with the steamer, again, you're going to do this. So this is the remaining part of cooking the chickens. So you're going to take out 4 slices of ginger, put it in the container, and you're going to use the white portions of green onions, 3 to 4 of them. Just put them in gently, and then you're going to put in 2 pieces of star anise. And for people that don't know what star anise are, no, they are not called anise. And they look like this. And they're used in Chinese cooking. And normally you can find them in a spice called spice.
Yes.
And these are very pungent, and they add additional depth and layers to your meat.
Kendrick, it smells like licorice. Am I a little tipsy from my beer, or am I right? Does it smell like licorice?
How much have you been drinking, Mike?
It smells like licorice.
But you're right. For the star anise, they do smell like licorice. And in your case, since you're searing the chicken, one thing you can do is you can take out like a piece or 2.
Yeah.
Like, you snap it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have something like that.
I'll do that.
You take 2 pieces of that and toss it into the pan.
Okay.
Fry it for a minute or 2, and then discard them.
Okay, so we're gonna
Sure.
clean this.
And for the chicken, one last ingredient before you go to the steamer is you have to use 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And yes, I just winged it.
Okay, so this is like a type of soy sauce we use. I mean, there are so many different brands out there. You can just choose whatever you like. But this is actually a Japanese version, right?
Keep in mind, it's actually a very common brand in America, and they carry a wide variety of different soy sauces. So if you're curious, you can try them out. You can find them at any major market across the U.S.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's pop this baby into the steamer.
Kendra, do you
I'm
want
really excited to see this steamer.
Oh, okay. Let me show you the steamer.
Oh, look at this. On demand. I like it.
Yes, look, this is the steamer. It's a very traditional one, right? Kendra, how many years do we have? Like, have we been
Before
owning
answering that question, I should just show you guys, let's put it in for 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes. Okay. And look, it's super, super simple because there's like have 2 controls.
Just so everybody knows, this is not product placement. I haven't received anything from any of the brands that have been featured in this program, but I would love them to reach out to me. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, but like maybe say a little bit about the steamer.
So the steamer, the one you just saw,
Yeah.
that's manufactured in Taiwan, is a very old school steamer,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks very traditional, because of the rust type of thing. But we've had it for close to 10 years now. It's still working like it's on. It's amazing.
Yeah, you can also have something fancy. I mean, there are so many of them on the market. Okay, so what do we do next? Oh, we need to wait for how many minutes do Lisa and Mike need to fry their chicken?
Mike and Lisa,
I'm looking pretty good. I need
We're here.
for your chicken, you're gonna cook it until it's cooked. So,
Okay, so Helen and Kendrick, I'm so sorry to jump in again.
If you can mute the camera that's pointed at your cutting board and unmute the camera that's pointed at you,
Oh.
it might work. Yep, I heard that stop. Let's try it, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with everyone.
Was it thing? I completely forgot.
Okay, how about now?
I think that's better. What does the audience think?
Ooh, we can't hear you now.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult for us to hear you guys.
I think that's actually made it worse, Dolby. Look here, put it back the way that it was, actually. I apologize.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry for these technical difficulties.
That's okay.
Pat, I just have one question. How's my face look? Is this my good side, or does it look okay?
You know, you missed a little bit on the beard. You missed.
I did?
You trim that yourself?
Yeah, it's open.
All right, for your chicken, so there are two ways for you to check
Almost done.
if it's cooked completely or not. So first, is by sticking a chopstick or fork into the chicken, the thickest part of the chicken, and see if there's any bloody liquid that's coming out of the puncture area. And if not, that's pretty much done. And the second way is for you to insert a food thermometer into the flesh. And once you get a reading of 165 Fahrenheit.
165, you said?
Yes.
All right, I will check that.
If that's 165, then it's completely cooked. And once that's done, you can just rest it over there. You don't have to do anything for a little while.
Almost done. About 155.
151, 155-ish. So we're almost
Perfecto. All right. And now we're gonna, while that chicken's cooking, let's get the other pan or a little pot that you have, and that's bringing 180 milliliter of canola oil or vegetable oil.
Is this for the new? Are these for the noodles?
This is for the chili oil.
Okay.
That's a very good question.
Okay, where's our... Oh, I think it's over here, right?
So Kendrick, we prepared our chili oil prior, so I wasn't sure how much of it you were going to be making live. Do you want me to just have that and then we'll use that? Because I don't want to add too much oil if that's not.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
So this is everything from what you had texted me earlier. I've already mixed it.
So do you have 180 milliliters of canola or vegetable oil?
Yes. Yes.
And you put it
into
into
about 3/4 of a cup, I think.
right in her head. Boom.
You might be right.
I looked it up.
You're gonna put it into. You're gonna try to cook it on low heat.
We got low heat going right now.
In a separate pan or pot.
You're gonna do it. You have the apron.
Uh,
I don't want to get into his space.
Okay. All right. Are we?
I'll have my time with the cocktail time. It's gonna be quite spicy dish.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be very aromatic and spicy.
You're gonna love it. I know you guys love spicy food, right?
We do.
How
I like
spicy
spicy.
can you go?
I don't like too spicy.
I like spice that almost takes the paint off the side of the house. So I like it really spicy.
We have a horrible story that we can share with you. But
Oh, yeah.
first,
Yeah, we do.
we're gonna do this. So in the ingredient list that I sent you, I asked you to prepare 60 milligrams of chili flakes.
Yep. We put that in there already.
You did?
We mixed everything up.
Oh no!
Oh, they
Oh
did?
no!
Okay, let's do it. No, okay. Let's do it then.
Okay. So first, you're gonna divide that. Into, you're gonna want to divide those chili flakes and chili powder Again, that chili powder is 2 tablespoons, and chili flakes 60 milligrams. You're going to want to divide them into 2 portions, half and half.
Okay, we're gonna have a
I think it's everything in there, right?
It's gonna be really spicy.
That's going to be fine.
Okay, faux pas number 1, don't pre-mix the oil stuff.
Okay.
So
and
ultimately you want to cook up the spices beforehand.
While we're talking, since we've been talking for a while, the temperature for the oil might be a little bit high now, so you want to turn it off for a little bit.
I got it really low.
Okay, so
ooh, it smells so spicy. Ooh.
yep.
We like it. We clarified.
That
We like
looks,
spicy.
that
though.
looks way spicier than mine, so I feel better.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Look how red they are.
That looks,
Well, okay, and then
If anybody's counting, I'm going with beer number 2. So it's only the second one if you're going to beer count.
Nice.
Hey, I see HB's comment. Thanks, HB.
I don't know HB.
You're going to want to bring the temperature of your oil to 180 degrees.
I love you,
Celsius.
Okay, you gotta make it higher.
And that's going to be Celsius, 180.
Celsius.
Focus, focus, focus.
Okay, do you want me to bring these two whole or? Sorry, you can tell that I don't cook at home, so.
I like that. You got a belly laugh
Okay,
out of
I
you
don't
there.
follow directions. It's all right. It's all good.
Is it weird that I just want to eat this chicken right now?
I'm sure it tastes actually pretty good right now, right? Even now.
Well, it smells fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, anything you guys can do to tell us about the smells, because we're just all using our imaginations right now.
Yes. Okay. So
If you could,
I have a feeling Kendrick's is gonna taste better.
if you could smell a unicorn, that's what it smells like right now.
I like that description. Okay, so
Remember, Mike's had a lot to drink, so.
This is my second
We need to
beer.
figure out, does anybody know the temperature for 180 degrees Celsius converted to Fahrenheit?
oh my gosh.
I can ask. I have a HomePod. I can ask Siri.
Okay, so okay, Kendrick is actually measuring the oil. I have to say, Chinese people never do that.
Okay.
We just
Apparently, Filipino Guamanians don't measure either.
No,
She just threw it all in.
this is golden. That's exactly what we
I
want.
want to
You
give her
can
the
tell
proper
them. Like,
directions.
no measuring.
Just wing
No
it.
measuring.
No measurement. Everything is like just about right. And don't ask me what that means. Like there's
Just use
no
your intuition.
Okay, so Kendrick is measuring the oil again.
So you're going to want to bring it up to around 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Are we gonna need one of those splatter screens? I have one of those.
Okay, how you said what? 300 and
Around 350.
around
I'm at 192, so I gotta crank
Fahrenheit.
mine up.
I'm gonna stand back.
Like, don't you usually
For the kids at home, we're trained professionals, so don't try this at home. We are not liable or responsible for any injuries.
So typically we don't use the food thermometer for this.
That's all I got, dude. That's all I got, Kendrick.
No, but like he
Don't judge me.
is
I'm being super
That's
cautious
all I
about
got.
this right now.
he's being an attorney, he's very cautious about everything. He's very afraid of liability.
Hey, my
Well, there's
sister
really
is
no liability
texting me.
here for this.
Thanks, Tina. I can't wait to see your puppy tomorrow.
I want to see all these live comments too. Ooh.
She's a shout out from Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
All right. So
All right.
what's going on with this oil?
So
It's heating.
have
I'm
you
heating
reached the
up.
temperature yet?
Oh, we have
I'm gonna get 250.
47. Okay, then yeah, we're there. 350. Let's go.
We're at 350. So Helen's super psyched right now, but she is.
Oh, it's scary. Look.
So you're gonna put the first portion, the flakes, and the powder into a glass container that you can pour the oil into. But you're only gonna pour half of it.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, Lisa, I've delegated this job to Lisa.
Ooh, look.
All right,
And
we're,
once you pour, you
how much,
pour it.
Kendrick, could you repeat for the audience and for this guy, how much do we pour in?
About half.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
Yours looks like more.
Well, we're gonna call this dish Lisa's chicken.
And you're gonna want to stir the pepper with the oil so that it's nicely mixed. You're gonna hear that sizzle.
Sizzles. Sizzles are very important for Chinese people.
Hey Google. 150 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God.
15 degrees Celsius is equal to 302 degrees Fahrenheit.
All kidding aside, this smells fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
like it?
kidding. It smells. It's really good. I like it.
Yeah. What kind of chili flakes that you are using?
What kind of what?
Say it again.
The flakes, chili flakes.
Spicy ones.
Okay.
That would be the free stuff from the pizza guy.
I love it. Let me know.
It's tough times right now. We use what we got.
And now you're gonna,
That was funny, Lisa.
for the rest of the oil, you're gonna want to wait for it to cool down to 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my God. It's so.
That's gonna take a
Precise.
minute or two.
Just wait 1 minute or two. Don't worry about the temperature.
If the
Yeah, it's on.
containers burn my hand, can I put it down? Because I don't know what to do.
I don't like precision. I don't like,
It's really hot. What do I?
Put it down.
I'm gonna put it over.
Yeah, you're gonna want to put it down. You don't want to hold it in your hand.
I thought you were a lawyer. I'm not supposed to do that.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to protect you from like
Okay.
doing some crazy
So
stuff.
all kidding aside, so where are we? Are we gonna go over to the chop station, or are we staying by the oven or the stove? What are we doing?
Stay by the stove because you're still gonna do more stuff to it.
Hey, Kendrick and Helen, we forgot to have them sign a liability form.
I know.
Yeah, we mentioned this so many times.
Kendra actually mentioned it.
Dude, next show, liability form. Mike and Lisa, stay safe. Speak it to us.
What are we doing?
We're gonna wait for a minute or so, and that's gonna cool the oil down to 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
I got it.
And what's gonna happen is you're gonna dump the rest of that chili powder and flakes into the container, and then pour the oil into the container.
In our minds, we're doing.
It's gonna be very easy, but
Got it.
remember I asked you to prepare 5 milligrams of
It's like, you know, he said the files, they're in the computer.
Okay.
Okay. I think we've got this. I think this oil goes into this one.
Exactly.
Is that what we're doing?
I think it
Yep.
does. I think we combine them.
I'm about to blow the audience mind right now.
Okay, before you do that, remember I asked you to prepare 5 milligrams of sesame seeds.
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in where?
The sesame seeds are in there already.
Oh.
They put them in. Okay, that's fine. But next time.
I mean, no, they're not. Just kidding. They're not there.
Okay.
I've got them. I got them right here. I got them. Okay.
All right, for the sesame seeds, you want to put the seeds into where you had your first batch, where it's been
Okay.
cooked.
Okay.
Okay, let's see how we're gonna do it. So this is the
Got it.
chicken oil.
That's what we just did,
Yes.
and we're going to dump the rest of the powder
Oh my
and
God.
flakes,
All of them.
and then 5 milligrams of sesame seeds.
Everything. Okay.
And then we're gonna pour that oil that's reached 300 degrees Fahrenheit into the container.
Again. So, okay, this is the second time.
Okay.
Wow.
And you stir.
Oh my gosh.
See the nice and crimson color of the oil?
Okay, Mike and Lisa, in case you haven't realized, you don't dump all of them into the chicken dish, okay?
I have not. I've not. I just did it over the chicken in case I spilled any. I'm good.
Oh, this is
We haven't gone that far and messed up.
well, you can drink this straight up.
I'm so not eating this.
We're so driving your house and getting your version.
See the color?
We got this. We got this.
All right.
You're fine.
That's why we only made 2 servings. The kids wanted 2
2 servings are good.
This will last for like a few months.
No. This will not last a few months for me. It's like a week.
Ours looks nothing like theirs.
Can we see what you have?
I want to see what you have.
No.
It's fine.
Show it.
Are you sure?
It's
Yes.
very possible that we have different chili flakes, and that's why.
Mine's really liquidy.
Liquidy.
That's fine. Let's take a look.
Oh, probably too much oil, right? What do you think?
Well, if we have the same amount of oil, that should be around the same.
It's okay. I'm sure it'll thicken up.
Just dump. Okay, Mike. Here's your solution. Dump a lot of chili in there.
Just dump it in.
No,
All right.
Helen,
No.
You
That's
know what?
how
I'll
you
do
do
it.
it.
You want to get nuts? We're gonna get nuts.
Yeah, because you want that density. In order to get there, you have to.
The final
I got
product.
some good vintage round table chili peppers. So
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's
some good stuff. We got top shelf for this show.
Now, red pepper flakes or the chili powder?
That's perfect.
Well, before you do that, liability, no liability, okay?
Too late.
I think that we don't have enough chili powder. That's what we need. I don't know if I'm going to eat this.
Get it.
So Kendrick and Helen, like your chili oil looks so spicy.
Yeah.
A lot of people might be scared when they look at that and think it looks super spicy. Oh, look at that.
Is that right?
All right, we're going with this.
Right. So people that might feel intimidated by that, what would you like to
Pour it
help?
into my Coke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to explain. Sometimes, like, you look at really like red, and you think it's super spicy, but it probably is not. Like, there's so many different kinds of chili in China. A lot of them look super red, but they're not really that spicy.
It looks really intimidating, but actually it's not as spicy as it looks. I totally agree.
Yeah.
So what region or area of China is this dish from? Did we establish that? I didn't hear.
Well, so, Kendra wants to call it Taiwanese cold noodle because cold noodle is like a very general, dish. It's like, it's like kind of beef noodle or something. You can find it anywhere. But different regions do it differently. So this is kind of like a Taiwanese version, but also like if you twist a little thing or some, sauce or, ingredients in there, you can just get another version. So this is Taiwanese version.
So the kind of difference between Taiwanese and Chinese I found is that in Taiwan we use a lot of sesame sauce and sesame oil for making that sauce. As opposed to China, where you use a lot of black vinegar. Instead of it's a lot more acidic, but refreshing at the same time. But the Chinese version is more rich.
I agree. I do agree.
And it's been 15 minutes, and we already got it taken out from the steamer.
Okay, let's look at our chicken. Ooh, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
And then you see the excess liquid that's sitting at the bottom. if you're doing the steaming method, you want to reserve about 1/3 of a cup of that juice to make the sauce for the dip. And that
Right. I did get that part in the notes. But being that we don't have the steamer, I'll just add that to next time.
And then we're just gonna pour
We're gonna pour.
the residual chicken liquid into a cup. We're using a Disney cup, so.
Okay, we use anything for anything.
Yeah, it's a container.
Oh, I make some gravy out of that. I'm gonna make some southern gravy out of that.
Ooh, it's nice.
Yes. It has
That was
this
amazing.
oil naturally coming from the chicken instead of anything else.
And now you're just gonna let that chicken sit until it's cool to room temperature.
Room temperature.
All right, give me a plate.
Behind you.
You guys are doing great.
And for you guys, since you guys see the
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty confident. I feel like
When's our turn?
I know. We want to learn from you guys.
How about now?
Well, I think they talked about they learned paella, right? Like in
Oh yeah.
in
Yep.
Did you? I think you guys talked about that. You learned how to cook paella, and
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
one of my favorite dishes.
But you know
Yeah,
what? With paella, you guys can learn how to make a new drink.
Oh yes, it's just the time.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I heard this is the time. Lisa.
Cocktail time?
Yes.
All right, you
All
gotta
right,
take your
we're gonna
camera.
move the cameras. Bear with me.
We're gonna move it.
Moving it through. Where's one? Oh, maybe I can just stay here, right?
We're walking in our house. We're walking. Now we're turning.
And then that goes in the front.
Shocker, everybody. Lisa's got it marked and where to go. How's that look?
It's crooked.
Okay.
Oh, that's a little better.
Boom. Second try.
Can we?
Ooh,
Look at
nice.
that. Look at that space. Oh my god.
Oh, you could do that too.
Is that good?
I love it.
You have to crouch down.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, so we ready to do this?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, Helen?
Yes.
So have you had a mojito before since you've been here? It's
Many times.
many times. Nice. My kind of girl. I love these people. We're going to go partying after this. So I am going to be doing Giada De Laurentiis's vodka mojito. So this doesn't involve rum. This involves lots of vodka. During all this quarantining, I noticed that there was so much mint growing in the backyard that I had to do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decided to make use of all of our mint, and I decided to make a mojito out of it and found a really great recipe online in which you can make your own mint simple syrup. Were you able to do that, Helen?
Yes, of course.
Yay! So for the people at home, mint simple syrup just consists of sugar, water, and mint, obviously. You boil it and then strain it, and then you toss out the mint leaves, and then you have this concoction here. Kind of looks a little bit like urine.
Oh, like yours is so much
And
better.
you keep it in your stash in the fridge. There you go. So I have a very large quantity here.
Wow.
I'm gonna throw together a pitcher.
Okay.
And you're gonna make a glass.
Yeah, I'm good. Kendrick doesn't drink. I mean,
Okay. All
he's
right.
allergic to alcohol.
Does he want to try it?
I might try it.
I want him to try. I've tried so many years to get him to try. You know.
You've been trying to kill me for a while.
Okay, so I'll go with the Giada recipe, and this is my pitcher of ice, which is half melted because it's so blazing hot. That's okay. What we'll do is add, I think, 1.5 cups of the mint simple syrup, and I think if you're just making a glass of it, Helen, you probably just need like a shot. You have a shot glass?
Yes, I do.
Shots.
So I'm gonna add that, excuse me, to this ice. 1.5 cups. That looks good. Of the mint simple syrup, and then we need. Oh, I need that measuring. We're gonna do in this pitcher a cup of vodka. Now my
Wait a second, because
yeah.
I want to follow along. So, syrup?
So what have you put in so far, Helen?
Only syrup.
Okay. So in that shot glass, you just need a shot of vodka. So put in 1 shot of vodka. I'm putting in a cup because of this is a gonna be my whole drink open.
Look, I got the
But we have Mike's got the Tito's, but it's pretty good. It does its work.
Yeah, I've never had a big bottle of vodka home before. Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you said 1 shot, right?
Yeah, I think for your size, yeah, 1 shot because you're just making 1 serving.
Right. Okay.
And then
done.
And then we have, you said club soda or I do sparkling water. So either or. And for you, maybe a 1/2 cup. Depends on how diluted you want your drink. So maybe a 1/2 cup. And for the Giada recipe, if you're making a picture of it, she wants about a cup of club soda or seltzer water or whatever you're using. So I'm going to add that.
Sorry, I'm just like, this looks like a party here.
What's that?
Okay.
It's going to explode.
I got
to shake it and then open it.
I didn't shake it, but it was like all pouring over the place. So you said 1?
Oh, I think you should do a 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup. More. So more than a shot. You'll just, eyeball it, do a 1/2 cup in your glass.
Okay. Okay, done.
Okay. Mike's been out of the shot for 5 seconds, and he already feels compelled to join.
I just wanted to see.
Shot. Get out of here. Okay.
So use your intuition. Just 1/2 cup. Just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Got one last thing. So you have the vodka. You have the mint syrup.
Yeah.
And you put your club soda in. You got one last thing. Do you have lime juice?
Oh, we have lime. We don't have.
All right.
So
you can cut it and squeeze it.
Up the lime.
Squeeze it.
Oh, I think I have it there. Yeah.
I don't have any lime, so I'm cheating and using the
I need to get that next time.
But it's because I use a lot of this lime juice, so I
But Lisa, I just want to double check. This doesn't look right to me. I have like too much of syrup or whatever. I don't know what's wrong. It looks very yellow.
It's okay because you're gonna you already added your club soda and stuff, so you have 3 things in there.
Yes, I do.
You haven't added any ice yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can add that before or after. I already added the ice.
Okay, so I'm gonna add the lime juice right now.
Okay.
Keep cutting a line here.
Okay. So I am gonna do a 1/4 cup for this pitcher.
Okay.
But you can do as much lime as you want. I mean, like Pat said, you just do it to your liking, and
you have to really use that lime, Helen. Like you got to get
right.
You got to like
do whatever amount you want. Like sometimes I'll use lemons.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think I get everything out of this 1/2 lime. Okay. All righty.
Okay. So you got the vodka, you got the simple syrup, you got your club soda in there.
Yes.
You got your lime. You want to throw some ice?
Okay, I'll get some ice.
Yeah, like 1/2 cup.
Okay. Here, a little bit ice, not too much, but
you can do more. It's up to you. There are some people that like a lot of ice. I'm gonna stir this up. Am I missing anything? I think we got everything. Does that sound right, Mike?
You get the mint?
The mint, the vodka. the lime juice, the club soda, the ice. I'm ready to pour this.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe just add a bunch of ice. I'm using these Moscow Mule, but some people like to do it in a highball, or they just drink it out of this pitcher. So it really just depends on how aggressive you want to get, or if you don't really care. You can put it in a coffee cup.
I can. Or I actually just drink it from this glass here.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna pour these in.
Okay.
And then my ice is clearly melted, but it's okay. And then I kind of just took some mint and then made little, garnishes. And you can just add it to the top.
Oh, yours is way much prettier. Okay, well then I like small ones.
Well, that's okay because your food is edible. So.
Okay, here. Okay, this is what I have. My only thing is I don't know if the alcohol is strong enough for me at this point.
I'm not going to judge your tolerance, but if you want another shot,
Helen can handle it. She can handle it.
Yeah, I was just going to say you probably need a little more ice and a little more club soda. I can't tell from here, but just try it and just play around with like any kind of dish with flavors. But I'm ready to sip this. And Mike, here's yours. Actually, I'll hand it to him in a minute.
Yeah, I will be quick. I just want to make sure that I'm getting the right thing. Like your version looks so much better.
Well, it's not really. You can't really see through it. But...
It's not my first mojito.
Now you know how they feel. Do this time, I know. I'm like, ugh. Mine looks so just, I don't know, cheap, and yours look like out of from a bar.
Hey, Helen, I do have to tell you, these go down very easy. It's the mint sugar. It makes it taste like lemonade. It's just amazing. But they'll sneak up on you, so.
I'm adding more.
Oh, yeah. It's really like a party, Mike. Look how much vodka she Well, I'm ready. Are you ready to cheers?
Cheers! It's Sunday.
Cheers! Yes.
Cheers!
Yay!
Olivia,
Cheers!
bottoms up. Your cousin just said bottoms up.
That's so good.
Oh, it's good. I like it.
You like it?
And it's made by the mint from our backyard, like
awesome. Yeah, I love it. It's
different where you have something from your own.
Yeah. So I obviously I've been making it a lot these last 3 months. So let's go back to the kitchen. Is that what we're doing?
Yes. Are we ready?
Yeah.
See? We're back to the kitchen. That's right. Oh my God, this is strong.
It's going to down it in no time.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna put our camera back.
So what's next?
So let's go back to the noodles.
Oh, noodles.
So for the noodles, you're gonna
We haven't boiled the noodles yet.
bring the pot of water to a boil.
Okay. Just put a lid on it.
And while that is happening, let's do some stuff for the noodle itself.
Okay. Here.
So first,
Get a shot here.
this is what we have.
Wrong burner.
This is an English cucumber.
English cucumber. And maybe tell people a little bit about it. And it's kind of a lost to resort we have because we don't usually use this in China.
So the reason why we're using English cucumber, they're actually Persian or even Asian cucumbers instead of the American ones. It's because with the American ones, they're way too watery and they have high water content. And
they cut it already.
buddy.
We have the fish, cucumber. I don't know what accent.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
Cheerios, mate.
It was 6 o'clock accent.
We actually had to do it because we don't trust ourselves with knives on live TV because we lose fingers from time to time. So we thought it was better to cut early.
Unfortunately for you guys, we're not supposed to slice them into. We're not supposed to be doing slices.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
We're not supposed to be doing slices with the cucumber.
Oh, we're not supposed to do slices.
Oh, oops.
But it's okay. There's still a way to salvage it. So if you look at my
I
cutting
take
board,
full accountability. Kendrick, you have to be more specific. It just said cucumber in the show.
I did say cucumber. I didn't tell you to cut it.
Fight, 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 fight.
Oh, I have a knife. I'm not afraid to use
It's
it.
edible. It's edible.
So, like for the people that still have the cucumber, unlike Mike and Lisa, you're gonna want to cut it into sections about 2 inches long. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna try to julienne it. So a julienne cut is essentially cutting vegetables into long slices or strips. And there are many ways of doing this. First, you can slice it across the elongated way like that. So we have the pieces over here. And then you can just kind of layer them up like that, push them against your knife so they're nicely organized. And then you can just slice them.
I can slice my circles.
Exactly. You can still salvage it if you have
Yes,
time.
yes, the circles.
I'm gonna slice them right now.
That's a good idea, Mike.
Yeah. Michael just wants to use the expensive knife from Williams and Sonoma he got on Father's Day.
Oh, the expensive knife.
Yeah, these really amazing expensive knives from Williams and Sonoma. I think it's Japanese. So far, we haven't hurt ourselves yet.
Hurting.
Oh, look at that. I like it.
Hey, look at that. Mine
Oh yeah, I love them. They
Can't
look
wait.
amazing.
I like them apples.
HB says we're getting inspired over here.
Nice.
I feel like there's some sarcasm in that.
Yeah, and maybe, Kendra, do you want to talk a little bit about knife? I mean, this is not traditional Chinese knife like the one Kendra is using, but it does, make the day here in the United States, and we don't mind. I know a lot of Chinese friends, they have the traditional knife, and they look very different.
So the traditional Chinese knives, we're talking about the Chinese cleaver. And those are really flat looking, like bladed objects.
Hey Kendrick, how much cucumber do we need?
A handful.
Well, enough for 2 of you. So I know you're making 2 servings.
And that doesn't make any sense, I know, because you just saying enough. But
Yeah, enough.
Hey, Mike, your daughter just came here and said, "Don't lose a finger, Dad." So your daughter is looking out for you.
I got a handful.
You got a handful? Okay. You want a handful? Look, that's about a handful. Just enough for you to grab it, and that's enough for 2 people. See that? All right. Then you're gonna set that aside, and that's gonna be for your noodle. I think Helen's munching on a piece of cucumber.
Do you guys eat cucumbers like that? Like,
Is there a bowl? Oh, there we go.
I'll do that.
Yeah, do that.
Nice. So we have this. Show our audience.
It's beautiful. Good
Thank
job.
you.
See this beautiful plate of cucumber
Oh, you know what? Maybe like
ingestion.
Kendrick, just
I like the finger action, Kendrick. Were you hand
on
modeling?
it yourself. There's like tools that you can get from Amazon, and then
That's not the Chinese way.
yeah, who cares? But it gets the job down.
If it gets the job done, it gets the job done.
Yes.
And then while the water is still heating up, we're gonna be mixing the sauce for the noodles.
Okay.
I have to do a shout out to Kentucky. Carla's saying hi. That's Mike's cousin.
Hey,
Oh.
Carla, I can't hear you, but I'm going to talk to you. They actually both went to school in Indiana, so just across the border.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Hi. Are they Hoosiers or are they?
They went to University of Cincinnati. Well, Carla, my cousin, who's shouting out right now.
Miss you.
I went to Purdue, so I have to say boil up.
And Helen, you said you love Cincinnati.
Of course, I do.
All right, this is boiling. Do we do any? When do you want to put the noodles in? When it's boiling?
You kind of want to put your noodles in.
We can do that.
We're actually using yellow noodles.
Yellow noodles.
How many servings?
So for the two of you, I would say about a handful like that to be good.
It depends on
That's about what we have.
Well, okay, it depends on. Wow, that's a lot.
That's
Just
a
so you
lot.
know.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's just based on
Hey,
how
don't
you feel.
judge.
It's just your feelings. How many noodles.
Exactly.
Think about it this way.
It's about your feelings.
Think about it this way. It's the amount that you put for pasta.
Yes, that's about the right amount.
Do I break them in half or do I keep them the way that they are?
There's no need. These were cooked really, really fast. So
Okay.
what you want to do is just spread them in a pot of water like that.
Okay.
Got it.
Don't burn your finger. Okay, he didn't do that as gracefully as Kendrick.
Well, he's a hand model. I'm not.
And you're going to cook it for 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stir.
Hey Siri, set timer for 3 minutes.
Are you using clean tongs?
No.
And again, just so you know, usually we don't time ourselves. It's all like, you know, it's about the time. Like when you feel like,
Yeah, we have time built into our brain, so like how we operate.
Get back in there.
okay.
Do you like what I ended up doing with the cucumbers there, Kendrick? It was pretty ingenious, huh?
That is. Nice way to salvage what you have.
Pat, how are we doing on time? Are we behind? Are we good?
You know, we're just kind of winging it. We got about 23 minutes left before.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to like come over there and you know, cause trouble if you guys don't end right on time.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
We'll make you eat. We'll make you eat our food. We go over.
Kendra, what can you explain to us what's different from like, you know, just regular noodles and yellow noodles?
How about we talk about the and pasta?
Okay, yeah.
So with pasta, it's a lot firmer than this. The thickness of this is a little bit, it's about double the size of ginger hair. So it's not as thick as a regular spaghetti, but at the same time, they're between ginger hair and number two spaghetti. But the difference, the major difference is the ability for the noodles to pick up sauce, to grab the sauce, as opposed to pasta where the sauce has to be thick to coat the noodles. This, on the other hand, will only require minimum amount of effort for the sauce to grab once it's cooked.
Yeah.
You know a lot about noodles.
I am just like a noodle fanatic, basically. Like
She eats
I
a
eat
lot of noodles.
I eat all the noodles that I can find. And I don't eat rice. I know it's like it's very different from other Chinese, but I don't eat rice, but I eat a lot of noodles. Okay, it's still
We're
cooking.
close to 3 minutes.
That's
a
what
long 3 minutes.
So I think it's really interesting. Like in China, it seems like there's some people who are like noodle people and some people who are like rice people. Am I right?
I totally agree. I think
It's really interesting. Like Michelle's a total rice person and you're a noodle person.
I am a noodle person. It's also like a very much related to the culture that we live in. Like even I am from southwestern China. My grandparents, they came from northern China, which is famous for their noodle food. So, you know, it's just the culture you grew up in is different. Everyone is different, and you have the preference you do growing up.
Right. So there's more noodles from
Oh,
the
you should see how good our noodles look.
more noodles.
What do you want us to do
rice
with the
from
noodles
south,
right now?
right?
It's been 3 minutes, and we're gonna have to put in
Noodles.
a little bit of water, about a cup.
So
Butter.
now it's 3 minutes. Put in a little bit water.
A cup of water, cold water.
See,
into
it's
the
coming
pot.
up. It's boiling. Then you put water in there, and it comes down.
Okay, so this is
Yeah, smart.
so the water gets crazy, you pour in cold water to calm it down.
Yes.
And then the water gets crazy, and then you pour in cold water to calm it down.
Okay.
Yes. And then you do
Have to try
that
that
a few times. It
You only
depends.
do it once.
Some people do it once. Sometimes I do it
It
twice.
depends on the noodle type.
Yeah.
Calm those noodles down.
You need to cook it
From,
a lot.
from this point on, we're gonna call that the Helen technique.
I love it. I would actually trademark it if I can. Okay, so the water was cooled down, and now we're just gonna wait for another one. So it's about like another 2 minutes.
Hey,
Okay,
Mike,
cool.
did you calm your noodles down yet?
We're good. They're calm. We read them like a lullaby. Rockabye noodle.
I know you want to. I know you want to give Helen credit, but that's like a thing. Like the water boils, and then you like dump cold water on it until it boils again. And especially for cooking like Chinese dumplings, like that's like how you do it. Like even 3-4 times. So that's another show.
That's next week's show.
It prevents the noodles from becoming too mushy.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's interesting. I actually never thought about why we do it. Why do we do it?
I just said it.
Oh,
Because you're crazy.
Oh, it's coming up.
Oh.
Sorry about that. It just overflowed. But right now,
You gotta calm those noodles down. Come on.
they should be good now. After cooking for about 6-7 minutes, and they're ready to be transported to a separate container for an ice bath.
A what?
A nice what?
Ice bath. You're gonna give noodles a bath?
So essentially, we have a big container filled with ice and water.
Okay, we can do that.
So
Because
throw
A
some ice and
container
water
with
on
ice and water. A container with ice and water.
Yes.
We got ice.
Yeah, because we want cold noodles, so we have to make the noodles cold by giving it an ice bath.
Give those noodles an ice bath. You should see Lisa's face. She was like, oh my God. Okay, get a container with cold water.
Okay. So Kendrick is, getting water and ice.
Okay, we're making a mess. Okay, throw the ice over the noodles. Yes?
Yes. No, put water in that. Put water in that, and then put the noodles
I
in
want
that. You want it, Kendrick?
I want confirmation from Kendrick. So what are we doing? Ice and water over the noodles.
No, it's ice water and noodles in the ice water.
Put water in there and put the noodles in that.
Okay. How much water?
Enough. So do noodles like any essential oils with their bath, or just regular water? I've never given noodles a bath before. All right, Kendrick didn't think that was funny.
No, for cold noodles, you gotta calm them down. You gotta like make them really cold, right, Helen?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Except for the cold noodle
And the
dish,
moment's passed.
you gotta like cool those noodles down really fast, basically.
I think so because when they're like still chewy, like at the right softness that you want to have.
The reason why we're doing the ice bath is so that it stops the cooking process and prevents the noodles from becoming too mushy. So by doing the ice bath, it tightens up the outside of the noodle.
Okay, so you can see what Kendra is doing here is basically putting all these noodles
I'm
in
giving
the
it a
cold
gentle
water.
massage.
Gentle massage. I know you can use the
Lisa, you look confused.
You're like,
Yeah.
using your hand is like
I've already messed with this dish.
I don't know, too weird for you, but Chinese people usually just use hands.
And once that's cool enough for you to handle, you can
We
feel.
don't know where Mike's hands have been.
I cleaned them.
Everybody's like washing their.
Why are you laughing so hard? It wasn't
I know.
that funny.
Yeah, okay, so you can feel the texture
Hey, Helen,
in the noodles.
actually, Helen and Kendrick, wouldn't you say that like in general, people have less tools in their kitchen?
Yeah, what?
Less tools in the kitchen.
Less tools in the kitchen?
Yeah, like it's more like use your chopsticks for like multiple things. Like
yeah,
you don't need an egg beater. You just use your chopsticks to beat the eggs, right?
Yes, we don't use a lot of tools.
Yeah, you use your hands.
Yeah, I know this is very stereotypical, but I think it's right. Like Chinese people believe if you use a lot of tools, it makes people lazy. Like it makes you lazy. So you use whatever you have to do the thing. You don't use a lot of machines.
Yeah, don't be lazy. Use your hands.
And once the noodles cool down, you're going to drain the water.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, and then just like dump the noodles in. Yeah. Okay.
Let's let Kendrick do it first. Yeah, go ahead. It's cool down.
And just
We're gonna go
all the water out.
And then here's my secret weapon. So you want the noodles to be a bit dry. You want it to be wet. So what I have is a salad spinner.
Okay.
And you drain the noodles, you put it into the spinner,
Mm-hmm.
and then you spin it like a salad.
We do, but
Ooh.
After a good few spins,
I have one somewhere. We just had a spin-off. I think you have water on it.
Well, in the spirit of what Helen taught me, I'm not using a tool. I'm just gonna spin myself.
Yeah.
What do we do? We use paper towels, right?
you don't use paper towels. Because paper towels is gonna stick to the noodles, and that's gonna be hard to remove. And another classic way of doing this is typically by lifting the noodles up with chopsticks and just drying them with a pan.
Yeah, so basically you don't really need, a spinner to do that. You don't have to you can do whatever you want to get the water out. The whole thing is about draining the water.
It's about draining the excess water out.
Yes.
Okay.
Our noodles are good.
We're moving
The
on.
noodles are good? Awesome.
Draining the water.
How about let's make that sauce for the noodles?
Okay, so let's just mix the sauce with the noodles, and then we're pretty much done here, right? With that? Oh, with the chicken.
Let's do the sauce first.
I totally forgot about chicken.
Okay.
So put the sauce in the
Wait,
noodles.
hang on. We want to make sure we're doing the right sauce.
So take a bowl. Take an empty bowl.
Take a bowl.
An
Okay,
empty
bowl.
I got a bowl.
A big bowl? How big does the bowl have to
It
be?
can be medium.
Got it.
Too small.
Yep, perfect. And then we put the ingredients I listed to you for the sauce for the noodles in it. First, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of sesame sauce.
Okay, so Kendra is basically winging it, but it should be 2 tablespoons. But he's just, oh, he measured them. Okay, sorry. He measured all the ingredients and sauces beforehand.
And here's the thing. So you're supposed to, no, just keep going. Dump your sauce into the bowl. And so we typically use peanut sauce for this. But for some reason, we couldn't find them here locally in some of the Asian markets. So we came up with an alternative, which is
peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Or you can use what we actually.
But before Helen moves on, it's peanut butter with no sugar in it. It has to be pure peanut butter. But in your case, since I've given you the sauce, the peanut sauce, you take 1 tablespoon from it.
It's the same thing.
Add it to the sauce.
Add to the sauce. Ooh. I mean, if you don't have, no sugar added peanut butter, you can also probably just lower the amount for the regular peanut butter, right? A little bit.
If you have no peanut butter, you lower the amount for peanut butter?
No. I mean, no sugar added version.
What?
I mean, so if you don't have no sugar added version of peanut butter, can someone just put regular peanut butter in here, but just lower the amount?
I wouldn't recommend it because there are other additional seasoning added to the sweetened peanut butter. So this will actually work better. If not, you can try to find peanut sauce.
Yeah, peanut sauce for salad.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, for the sesame sauce that were first added, the 2 tablespoons of sesame sauce, the flavor is actually pretty much the same as a tahini. So if you want, you can use a tahini sauce instead. So right now in this container, we have 2 tablespoons of sesame sauce, 1 tablespoon of peanut sauce, and next we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of sugar. And 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Followed by 1 tablespoon of white vinegar.
Mike and Lisa, are you guys okay?
We are. We got
And then
this.
you add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil.
Say that last part again, Kendrick.
1 teaspoon of sesame oil.
Okay.
I got the vinegar in right now. Now
Sesame oil.
coming to sesame oil.
Yes.
The 49er shot glass.
Mm-hmm. And do you have the water and minced garlic?
We do.
And you just put them in and mix them all together.
Okay, so
That's 40 cc's of water or 40 ml of water. Since Mark and Lisa have already prepped their garlic, it's minced, we're going to show you a quick way of doing minced garlic. So normally this is done with a cleaver. What you do is you take your garlic, take a knife, and again, mind you, you should really do this with a cleaver and not with a regular knife. With a regular knife, it's going to be like this. You're going to flatten the blade on the garlic and press down.
ooh.
And you hear the crush?
Oh, I like to punch it really hard.
Yeah. And then it comes right
Kendrick, where is your cleaver?
off.
Where is your cleaver?
Mine, I lost mine a while ago.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You don't have a cleaver.
I know.
Because I like to pound it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. With a cleaver, you normally just smack it like that. But in our place, this is not heavy enough to do the job, so we just have to press down on it. But I really don't recommend it doing it with a Western knife because it's not big enough, so it's a little dangerous. So if you want to, just do it slowly, Otherwise, you can just do it with a garlic press.
Smells great. I actually eat this. Smells good.
We just slice it up.
So this is a cleaver. You gotta have like
Jeez, Patty. Pat.
Oh my God, that's big. I love it.
Michelle, don't mess with Pat, Michelle.
But this is actually like really useful.
That's bigger than your head, Michelle.
Yeah, it's actually it's so useful. It's such a useful tool, really.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like if you have a cleaver, that's the same thing as 10 different knives combined together with different functions.
I can tell you this job, he was really good.
That's usually what Chinese people use, right? People use a cleaver instead of a Western knife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love how Mike's just like drinking his cocktail.
Well, we're ahead of the class. Our garlic's taken care of. So.
And now, back to that sauce with everything, with the garlic added now. You're gonna mix everything in. At first, it's gonna be a little hard because of the consistencies of the peanut sauce and the sesame sauce.
Wait. Kendrick, what do you, so we got the peanut sauce here, but then now what are you doing there?
I'm mixing all the ingredients together for this.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna take a little while because I started with cold water. But the instruction I gave you was for you to use hot water, 40 ml of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which we did.
So you're gonna have a much easier time than I'm having right now when it comes to mixing them up.
We have not used the Thai chili yet, right? Doesn't come up yet.
Think so.
Okay. This is okay.
Okay. The texture, I can see it coming
it's
together.
To become a bit more liquidy and runny. So you should have something about having that kind of consistency.
Yep.
You can just take a whisk and just whisk away.
Believe it or not, ours actually looks very similar to yours.
Yay!
Well, I have a Tina here saying that your sauce looks different.
I was just gonna say, like one of our viewers.
Ours is in a clear bowl.
Tina, you were probably right. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, Tina seems to think this is a competition. She thought that Mike and Lisa would win. I should have made it really clear. This is not a competition.
Tina, it's the same. Same.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have to say the color looks a little bit different because we used a different peanut butter. Not peanut butter. Well, yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
It's peanut butter.
Can I try this?
Yeah, the peanut sauce is different.
Go for it, Mike.
Don't do that.
Go for it.
Well, it's good.
All right.
Really? Okay.
So you guys,
You can definitely taste
so
it.
anybody who can still hang in with us, we're like getting to the end of our hour and a half, which is very awesome of you to hang in with us on this experiment, this controlled chaos. But we're gonna keep going over time. Hope you can hang.
All right. And if you have a piece of protein like chicken or ham or anything that's light on flavor and it's cooked, so what you can do is you can pull the meat, the protein apart along with the marking. So like that.
Yeah, that's why it's called pulled chicken.
Oh no, this is not a pulled chicken.
Yes, but you're gonna do the same for the pulled chicken, right?
Similar.
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
It's a little thread like that. So they're about the same thickness as the noodle.
So we take the skin off.
Yes. Yes.
Take the skin off?
Take the skin off.
Or skin on if you want.
I like the skin.
Wait, are you making, which chicken are you doing right now? Because I think I confused you.
The regular chicken. And then the chicken we cooked. That's wrong.
So before you do that, yeah, don't do that.
Oh gosh. I'm confused already. Did we not get the recipe right?
No. So this is for if you have additional piece of chicken or whatever.
Oh.
I'm sorry. This is
fault in my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, my fault, right? No, nobody's fault, but like I guess it's confusing because what Kendra is trying to make here is a kind of like a little bit of side dish for the noodle.
It's not a side dish. It's more of a thing that goes with the noodle itself. It's not a side dish.
And it's not a big deal because you don't really have to have that for your noodle dish.
It's not required.
It's not required. It's something
optional.
you can. It's something you can throw
But
on
let's
the
do
noodles.
this first.
Okay.
Let's take your noodles. We're gonna finish the noodles right now. Take your noodles, grab a handful, put it in your plate. You can arrange it, organize it however you like.
Plate. That one.
And then you can put your choice of protein. It can be ham, it can be chicken, it can be any kind of protein that you have that's light on flavor and seasoning. Because eventually you're gonna coat it with the cold noodle sauce.
Yeah. And just like I said, you don't really have to have this. Like a lot of traditional Chinese coat noodles, it would be just coat noodles, like nothing else. But you can definitely add whatever you want.
What about the cucumber?
That's where it's gonna come in next.
Okay.
So the choice of protein on it.
He was testing you.
This is cucumber. And put it on the other side of the noodle. Like that.
Great.
And then you're going to drizzle the sauce that you made on top of the noodle and the chicken and the cucumber.
Yeah, and you know, it all depends on how much sauce you want to put in there. It can be a lot, it can be a little.
What would you recommend?
I would say about 2 tablespoons would be good. And remember that chili oil that we made before?
Mm-hmm.
You can put a dash of it on that noodle.
This is other stuff. This is other sauce. That's on the. So this is the sauce that we originally were debating about, right?
This right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The chili oil.
Yeah.
A dash.
I mean, Kendra is very conservative here. If I were the cook, I would dump everything in there. Ooh, like it. Look.
Okay.
Oh, that looks great.
That looks great.
And you can garnish it with a little bit of cilantro.
We got that.
There we go.
There we go. Let me see this now. Well,
If you want, you can even do a little bit of sesame seeds.
Yeah.
We cooked all of our sesame seeds.
Awesome. We have some extras. Yep, we do. We sure do.
And there you have it.
Yes, this is our first dish.
The cold noodles.
The coat noodles. And then, you know,
Yay!
yeah, once you get that idea, literally, I mean, you don't have to be like, you know, strictly following any recipe. You can add, you know, anything in there, probably except for noodles, but like you can add any protein, any veggie.
In fact, you can use it beyond for just noodles. You can use it for salad. You can use it for anything. The
Yes.
sauce is very versatile.
Yeah, the sauce is.
I have to say, it's all about the sauce.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say all about the sauce. Okay, just show everyone the noodles. Okay, and then the sauce. Okay.
So Lisa and Mike, I think the camera that has the volume on is the one facing the stove.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
You want us to bring it over?
If you could bring that one over for the little tasting, because
We can do that.
I'd love to have it just the 2 cameras.
No problem.
So fun.
Was the black vinegar for anything?
I don't know. I have to ask him.
Are we done cooking?
One of our members of, the Society of Hearts Delight is saying looks very yummy. Yes. I hope we're not really needing you guys under the circumstances so we can share food, like literally right now.
And then,
Nice.
But are we done cooking?
We're not done with the chicken dish yet.
That's what I thought. I'll make sure.
You made it seem like we're like sitting down to like eat all of a sudden. So.
And you're
So
gonna
I can write.
take another cucumber.
Okay.
You have
Okay.
Why you gotta pick on us?
You
You know the recipe did not call for this. You just did this so you could call us out.
How about this, Kendrick? How about you just tease them and you show them how to do it?
All right, let's do it.
Mike can shape it anyway.
All right. So you're gonna cut it into about an inch long chunks.
We got this.
And what you do next is, well, since I don't have a cleaver, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do what I did before.
What's that?
I'm gonna put down on it, and it flattens the cucumber slices.
Oh.
And the reason why we're doing that is because instead of cutting it, you're breaking the inside, so it's easier for the sauce to be playing onto the cucumber. Because if you have it just regularly sliced up, it's going to have a very even surface, and it's going to be very difficult for the sauce to grab on.
I think it's a good idea.
I kind of got it.
And then you're going to cut it into quarters like that.
You're fancy, Kendrick.
What?
Mike's just winging the cucumber thing. That doesn't look good. Like, doesn't even look.
What are you talking about? It looks great.
No, it's supposed to be all smashed
my
up. You did it right, Mike. You did it.
Thank you, Pat.
And there you go. So for one English cucumber, that should yield you about that much of cucumber pieces. Let's finish out the last piece over here. And then, again, I do not recommend this if you have a Western knife. If you have a Chinese cleaver, this is a great idea. And then, you're going to take a plate. You're going to grab a new plate. You're going to lay the cucumber in the middle.
We don't have any more plates.
I saw that.
Right.
I saw
We're
you.
gonna get one. We're gonna get one out of the dishwasher. It might be dirty, but
Whatever. It's all good.
clean.
Hey, it's going to be you that's going to be tasting it, so.
We just ran out of space. There we go. What a nightmare.
Sorry, guys. We should have
No, it's all right. The kids are gonna
to the recipe and be like, be ready for.
And this part is actually optional. If you actually want to give it a different kind of crunch, you can add some radish slices, which you do not have.
Ooh.
It's optional.
It's really just for the presentation, guys.
Not really, but well.
We disagree on that, yeah. But anyway, so it looks like this, like a little flower.
They're optional. He got extra credit.
They're
He
optional.
wanted to-
It's very pretty. The little red got in there.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna take your chicken, the ones that you cooked up, that's been
The
sitting
ones that
for.
we started hacking on.
The ones that have been mutilated. Yeah.
Reason why it's called hand pulled chicken is because we're gonna pull it apart by hand. You're gonna take that chicken
Grab that piece.
and just yank the flesh out. Even the skin too.
Everything is with the hand.
Little pieces like that.
We got. I can do that.
Okay, this has already started.
I think some people might be terrified right now, like, you know, oh, I don't know that's how Chinese people cook food at the Chinese restaurant.
This is only one way of cooking things.
Yeah, but we use hands a lot.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
We do.
And you're gonna lay those pieces of chicken on top of the cucumber.
Oh my God, guys, this is the first time I'm seeing this dish.
Okay.
So you're gonna end up with something a little like this.
Oh, it smells so good. Can I have one? Mmm.
He likes it.
Oh, I like it. It would be even better with chili sauce.
Oh yeah. And you're gonna take another empty container, a little bowl or medium bowl, like that, empty.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put the following ingredients in. First, it's a teaspoon of sugar.
Okay.
In case you haven't noticed, that's actually a shot glass.
Yes.
They're
And
handy. Hey, I used it for my garlic.
We've established your drinking.
this is Helen's secret ingredients. Her piss.
No, that's not. Okay.
So it's
Oh,
a
boy.
teaspoon of sesame oil.
Right here. Wait. This is a
Sesame oil. Okay, pour the sesame oil on the sugar.
Yes.
Okay.
And now you're gonna put the black vinegar that I gave you, a tablespoon of it, into the container.
Okay.
And then followed by the white vinegar. 1 tablespoon
Happy.
Got it.
into the container.
Mmm.
Followed by some ingredients that were previously chopped up. We have a tablespoon of garlic, a teaspoon of ginger, and a whole chili pepper, a Thai chili pepper.
The Thai chili pepper.
That's actually 2. I snuck additional one in. And then followed by a tablespoon of green onion slices. And you're gonna put all of them into the container.
Okay.
We got this.
Nice.
And then we're just gonna mix them up.
You're gonna mix everything up together. In your scenario, since you actually pan fried the chicken, so what you want to do is you want to put in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce in yours.
Okay.
In my case, since I did the additional steaming process and I reserved 1/3 of a cup of the chicken juice from the steaming process, I'm gonna add that directly into this bowl.
Okay. So let's find the steaming sauce. Okay, we dumped it in there.
I'm just eyeballing this.
Ooh, okay. So this is basically our sauce for the whole chicken.
Okay.
And the sauce is complete. And what you do is you drizzle some of the sauce on top of the chicken and the cucumber.
Ooh. It looks so good. Okay.
Ours actually even looks good, believe it or not.
Let's see. I can see a little bit of it.
Here.
Great. I like it.
Ooh, that looks awesome.
That looks awesome.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah. So basically, you decide how much sauce you want to put in there. And this, of course, is for presentation. This one. And this one.
You guys even have similar plates.
Yeah, we do.
We're actually in the same house. You didn't know that? No, we're not. I don't want the COVID police to get mad at us. We are not in the same house.
And then remember the chili oil that we made before? If you want to, you can add a little bit of it on top, like the other dish.
Yeah.
Sprinkle bits and pieces of it.
I'm gonna get the chunky bottom.
Mmm.
Okay.
That was creepy.
Here it is.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
There it is. There it is.
Great.
And you're gonna take some of that cilantro.
And then put sauce on top of it.
And you can
We got some left over on our cutting board. Here, let's grab it.
Mike, I love it. It's whatever we have. Just utilize everything. Okay, here. Oh. See, here it goes again. Kendrick always just wanted his dish to be pretty. I mean, you don't really have to spend time doing this if you are not interested, but
There you have it.
there
I get now why I order out. You should see our kitchen. It's a mess.
Well, ours too. And just so you know, I mean, this is what, like, you know, usually people eat at home, right? Like you don't have time to put up a pretty plate like this. Eat this, and you can like add the same thing in there. That's usually like how he does it.
And there we go.
There we go. Okay, this is plate one.
Are we gonna try it now?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
This is amazing, you guys. Actually, people want to know, Kendrick and Helen, when are you going to open your restaurant? But a couple of lawyers opening a restaurant, I don't know.
Here, Nathan. Nathan is our friend who's in Indiana right now.
What?
Yes.
Okay, now we get to watch you guys like tasting the food. Make sure that the camera that's on your food is the one that's unmuted.
And we'll both try together.
Okay. Well, all right. We'll move our camera and we'll hold our plates and eat.
Okay, should we hold on to that?
All right, we're almost done in the home stretch. So should I get some chicken on my plate?
Yeah. Do you put chicken over the noodles? Is that? I assume that's what you do.
Tasty.
I'm going to.
And there's like noodles too. So we have noodles.
I got my plate. Ooh, this smells good. Oh, I can really smell the peanut.
I'll make a different bowl.
Okay, so usually when Kendrick cooks something at home, and then it's my turn to eat it, before I eat it, I add more hot sauce. That's just like how I do it. Because it's always like on the less spicy side.
All right. The moment of truth.
Yeah, I actually don't overdo the hot sauce because I like my colon. So Mike's the spicy guy though.
Are you ready?
Hey, what are you doing? Rude. So rude.
That's fine. Don't worry. I'm just, Kendra is still out there doing another little bowl.
Oh my God, Mike, you're cracking me up.
Okay. So
Well, that's pretty darn good.
let's do it. Let's do this.
Wow, this is good.
Yes, you like it?
Right.
I didn't really trust him at first, but this is pretty good.
Mmm. Oh. I like it, but the spicy sauce is still not really that spicy. Is yours spicy? Chili sauce?
That's pretty good.
I like how it's cold. I'm usually room temperature, like food hot kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
But because the flavor is so fresh, it works. The cilantro with the peanut butter.
And peanut sauce.
I'm having a separate bowl just because I want to add more chili sauce in there. So
The cucumbers really help the dish, I think. It's a really good compliment.
Yeah.
I like the crunch and then the texture and the taste of the cucumber with the sauces. That's really good.
We always like to add cucumber because you get that crunchiness, like you have something very refreshing in there. Should I eat? Okay.
Pat, we didn't completely screw this up. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's actually.
I have to say, this is amazing. It's kind of controlled chaos. It's special people who can do this. So I'm really impressed. I'm really, really impressed.
Mine looks very spicy, but it's really not that spicy.
You're not just faking, right, Mike and Lisa?
Yeah, let me take a big bite of that. I want to.
Well, I have to say, like, a decent amount of people hung in there with us. This is amazing. Thank you so much for.
Yay!
This was just, we have to find ways to like entertain ourselves in these COVID times, and like, why not? Like, we're all at home, and let's connect and be together in crazy ways. So thank you so much. Both teams did amazing. You both won. I know your friend wanted to win, so.
Yeah, and Pat, like, you know, I'm serious about having Lisa and Mike teach us, you know, a different dish. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, a Spanish dish or whatever. Like, you know, whatever they feel comfortable. We're eager to learn, and we want to experience new things.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think we're the most comfortable when you make it for us.
That's good. Actually very comforting.
But it turned out great.
So Mike and Lisa, just so you know, like the way you felt cooking this food is the way that I felt when I first moved to China. It's pretty much the perfect comparison. It's like you don't know what the hell is going on, and you just have to like go with the flow, and there's chaos around you, and you kind of like look at what other people are doing and copy it, and it all works out in the end.
Mm.
I will say it's the first time I've ever given a noodle a back rub. That was the big moment in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
A little weird, but you know, we're open to weird. It's 2020.
Yeah, well, that's what we're
into
doing.
it.
Open and weird. I mean, like, you know. So thank you so much. If any viewers out there want to be as crazy as Helen and Kendrick and Mike and Lisa, please, I'll put up our email here, and you can send us an email at contact@un.com. So send us an email if you want. If you are, you know, a Chinese immigrant who wants to share your homemade recipes with like awesome people in the Silicon Valley, leaders in business, in tech, art, nonprofit, and government, we're going to be recruiting people and looking for people who are willing to take the plunge and do something different. So did you have a good experience, everyone?
Yes, absolutely.
And just a regular Sunday in the buyer's over house.
Do you pay us? You pay us via Venmo, or how do we get our check?
Actually, no, we just gave you some amazing exposure, Mike. So
that's what it is.
Like unbelievable exposure.
Well, wait, I was promised a job at Apple. Wait, what's going on here?
When I heard I was cooking with Kendrick, I thought it was Kendrick Lamar. So you're very close, though. It's a close second. So
yes, you know his last name is actually Lam, which is Lam. So he literally introduced himself sometimes like, "Hey, my name is Kendrick Lamar without AR."
I like it.
Love it.
Well, thank you guys.
Any closing thoughts from either team to say how this was for you, or any inspiration for everyone stuck at home?
We will definitely read through the ingredient list better next time. I want to thank all of my friends and family who came on and laughed at us, but we were expecting that. And I thought this was a great way, Pat, to connect with other people in the community the safe way and have some just, you know, old-fashioned fun and make some drinks.
Awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
You guys did great.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Kendrick.
Thank you too.
Thank you, guys.
I'm just so glad that we had this opportunity, right, in this COVID time to connect like this. And I'm so glad to know you guys, meet you guys, and share food. I mean, not literally, but maybe one day, you know, I look forward to meet you guys in person, and we can just share food and be relaxed and, you know, chill and have more cocktails.
That sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you too, Michelle. Michelle's hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
Michelle's here.
There she is.
Awesome.
I feel so hungry. I'm having my own food.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I know we'll be in person again one of these days. So take care. Have an awesome Sunday night.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yeah.
All right. See you soon. All right. So I just want to close by saying a couple thank yous. Thank you to my friend Saldi Serban, who is behind the scenes actually helping us with tech. That means so much to us to have the support of our friends. And also to our friends at Media. We'll be putting up the website later. They helped us with the intro video. And to our friends at News Up Now. They helped us with the first segment interviewing the guests. So it was really amazing to have the support of the community and, you know, to just make this an incredible event. So Thank you for hanging in there with us. And in the future, who knows, maybe it'll be a little bit less chaotic, but maybe not. Maybe this is just the way that it's gonna go. All right, thanks you guys. Love you. And from the Society of Hearts Delight, that's the end of our first broadcast, and hope to catch you next time.